So far, so good. There we go. Oh, I'll wait for the ad to play. Ooh, all of a sudden I got like a little pinched nerve in my neck or something. Maybe it's just the way I was sitting, but I haven't had that all day. There we go, mobile dashboard is up. Okay, so we're just gonna do that. And we'll see how good we can do here. I don't know how well this is gonna work. My signal, where we're sitting at right here, is boosted because I have my booster on. Down by the trailhead, we're about half a mile from the trailhead, our camping spot. I wish it was cleared up. So the views this morning were just gorgeous, just like stupid gorgeous. The sun was out, so we're sitting up on a mountain up above. Like our views, we're probably 1,000 foot from the valley floor. There's a lake down there, huge reservoir actually. And awesome views. But about 10 minutes ago, a cloud literally moved into where we were at because we're that high. So you can't even see anything now because the cloud is here. See if I could, guys, there would be a whole nother set of mountains over there that I was pointing at yesterday, and then huge reservoir down there that you'd be able to see. I will tell you that so far this is my, oh good girl, why didn't you pee earlier? You've been outside forever. We're gonna set this for trail run. I can tell you that this is probably my favorite camping spot here in Montana that we've had so far, even though it's literally right on the road. But this road only goes maybe another mile and kind of weaves its way up and dead ends. So there's not a lot of traffic, even though there was a couple of people that drove through yesterday. But compared to where we were sitting at up on Sheep Mountain, I don't have anybody rolling up and parking right behind us and causing a lot of noise at 9 o'clock at night. There's no reason for them to park here. And we are so far off the beaten path, really, because to get up to where we're at, you have to drive through private land on a really, really stupid rough road. Oh, the cloud is almost going to where you can kind of see the mountains over on the other side there. It's cleared up over there. When we get down to the trailhead, we're gonna be losing elevation to get down to the trailhead, and there is no trees right next to the road there, and the views are pretty good. So hopefully this cloud will be gone by then. It's starting to move again, which is so cool. And I don't know about you guys, I love the sound of a train, and so there's a train down there a couple miles away that you can hear throughout the night. Was really cool. I can actually see the valley there, but I can't quite see the reservoir yet. But gosh dang, the views here, just an awesome spot. Nobody's bothering us. This trail goes, well, I mean, you can run 100 miles back up here on these trails. This trail connects to the trail system after about, I thought it was only like half a mile or a mile up. It's actually about 3 miles up. And it goes, oh, there we go, start now. And it goes up But the peak elevation, I mean, look how gorgeous it is up here. The peak elevation is only like 9,500 feet, because these aren't tall mountains, even though there's so much snow. So I don't know how high we're actually going to be able to get today, because there's still quite a bit of snow up on these things. But we'll try. I am feeling incredibly fat today. I think a lot of that is I've been eating. Look at the view there. You can kind of see that's all private ranch land down there. But I wish you could see if that cloud would just break up, you could see the huge lake that we're sitting above. But yesterday, when we got to the trailhead, I had incredible cell service. So hopefully, I don't know what it's going to be like once we get on the trail, but hopefully it'll stay pretty decent. Otherwise, I guess I'm just going to have to in the stream. But gosh, if I would have started the stream 20 minutes ago, if I could have got out the door. And it's what, like 8:30 in the morning, maybe 8:25 my time. So this is actually pretty early for me. But we woke up at like 6 because it was just such a beautiful morning. Just the sunrise, I guess, is what I was trying to think of. But this is supposed to end. It is supposed to be like overcast. Today it's not supposed to rain a whole lot here. We're supposed to have some thunderstorms roll through this afternoon. There is a flash flood warning in this area through noon tomorrow. So another reason why, because I was mentioned yesterday. So this downhill is you would think would be nice. It's not. Oh no, oh, there we go. Video's back. Okay. Good. There is a little portion here where I know the signal got a little weak as we were driving up. But for runs, like I said, we can just to switch it up a little bit. Tomorrow we might just run up this, which would only be about increase in elevation, but would also get us about 2,000 feet, I think. If we were able to make it up to the high peaks that I was pointing out yesterday, to here, that would give us about, from our base elevation where we're sitting at right now, let me see, because we're only at about 5,900 feet. So that would give us almost 3,000 feet of elevation gain if we were able to get to the high peaks, but I still think there's way too much snow in order to do that. Oh yeah, we're almost to the trailhead now, because now it's opening up on the side here, and you still can't, too much fog and cloud in the way, so you can't see the lake. So the lake sits between oh, there's somebody at the trailhead. Okay. It's like, wow, I was not expecting that. Maybe somebody stayed the night. I wonder if I have the only campsite on this road. But anyways, right before that other mountain thing right there is the lake. Actually, you can kind of see it poking through right there. It's hard to tell though with the way the sun is. It blends in with the ground, but it's there. Oh wow, you can see it. Let me see if I can zoom in for you guys. So the lake, that's the lake right there. You can see it a lot more over here. It's a lot easier to see, but it's like 40 miles long. It's quite the lake, but these views are just spectacular. I wish I would have grabbed my other camera so I could take a picture. We're gonna pause just really quick. Okay, we're back. It sounds like water, but there's no creek in here. The creek is over where those birch trees are and aspens. It's a mixture of birch and aspen in there, which is quite a ways away. But I'm trying to remember, or trying to think if this was one of the vehicles that went by yesterday, and I don't think it is. So this is somebody new. But where this guy is parked is where I thought about parking last night, because the signal is awesome. It's actually stronger at the trailhead than where we're sitting at, even though we have a better, it must be bouncing off the walls in order to be stronger there, because we have a more direct to the wow, look at that up there. That would be a quick, easy little 1,000 feet right there to get up there, but there's no trail going up to that. But it's nice and clear. But we'll see. There's supposedly 2 trailheads. One that kind of goes off that direction. Oh, there's some deer. I hope she doesn't see it. Kind of goes around this way, which is Beaver Creek, and then Pole Creek, which is what we're on, goes up that way. But I just don't know if how the split goes. I think the split is off this forest road that's up here to go to Beaver Creek, and we're actually going to stay on the trail. So hopefully this is just a hiker or something up here, or maybe a trail runner. Not a lot of trail runners would come out this far, because if you're living in Helena, it takes you just because of the road you have to come in, because that's the road you have to come in on right there, and it is rough. And you follow next to the thing, and it's way up there is where the highway is. Like I said, we're probably 5 or 6 miles back in here off of that road to get through the private land. It's all private ranch land until you hit, this is the fence line right here for Forest Service land. Everything over that is all private. This would be some of the just fantastic ranch land. And you can tell by how old these ranches are. These aren't like these rich people from California coming out here and just buying land and being like, oh, I got a ranch now. This has been the family for generations. Yeah, I don't remember this truck, so it came out, must have came out this morning, or it could have came out last night, I don't know. And they could have stayed the night. Has a topper on the back, so it'd be easy to sleep back there. But I'm excited to explore this trail system. One, because I ever do get a draw a tag for up here, it would be nice to know the area a little bit so that we can know what we're hunting. This is the most prized area in the state for elk, trophy elk. Would never, I'm not a huge trophy hunter, but it would be nice to shoot a big bull. I mean, the bull, I've only shot one bull, and it was very big for me. So I was plumb happy with it. So where Ness is going right now is a little bit further down there is where the trail going, like I said, to Beaver Creek goes. Nessa, come on, we're going this way. But we're going up here on Trail 117. Good girl. And we're going to see how well the stream works. Multi-use trail. So maybe there's a mountain biker out here. I don't see a mountain bike track, so. But we're going to just spend some time out here. I got enough water. It's pretty cool out. It's about mid-40s or so. Nessa, you just pooped. Gosh dang it. Now, and you're right next to the trail. Gosh dang it. Oh, here's the other. I bet you that's the other trail right here. Or maybe that's just a game trail. Yeah, because there's a couple things there. Probably cattle or stuff. Okay, I got to try and flip this poop off the trail a little bit. So I'm going to set you guys down. Oh, that is quite stinky too. Oh. I got to try and do something with your poop. I don't have anything really. I gotta try and find a vesicle. Not going that way. Difficult. You know that, you know that. Your poop, dummy. No, that's a poopy stick now. Come on. Jeez. I pee really fast. Oh, that poop was nasty. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I don't know why the camera's facing that way all the time. Okay, I took care of her stuff. She is such an idiot. I wouldn't normally care, but she pooped like damn near on the trail, and I don't want somebody to step in it. I was hoping I could find like a piece of bark or something that you could just scoop it onto and then take care of it. But no, she decided I need to poop right next to the trail, even though she did poop already once today. And then I'm like flinging her poop off as far as I can on the trail. And she's like, "What are you throwing? I gotta go see it." But that's your poop, you dumbass. And then I threw this stick I was using to fling it. She's like, "Oh, a stick." I'm like, "No, that has your poop all over it." Oh boy. We're already hitting the vert hard. You guys, I don't know how loud it is, but the creek right next to us is flowing pretty good. It's a small creek, so it's definitely spring run right now. It's not big enough that there'd be any fish in it, other than like maybe tiny little baby brookies or something. But this drainage right here, it's pretty steep. It's not very long, so it goes up a little ways. According to the here later too, I just have a race in a week, so I can't stay here that long. And update, oh sure, now the video comes back. Update for my shoes. It looks like I'm probably gonna have to wear a pair that I already exist. So I got on the website, Running Warehouse, like I said that one morning, where it said available 1 June, and that was the morning of 1 June, and it didn't have them available yet. Just for shits and giggles, then later on in the day, I logged back on to see what was going on, and all of a sudden they were, not only were they available, but there was only 2 pairs left, size 12 and a half, I want to say. Way bigger than what I wear. And they said the next ones would be available June 14th. Well, that's after my race, so that doesn't do me any good. So, and I guarantee most everybody that snagged those up, well, a lot of them, gosh dang, this is steep. I knew it would be a climb because there's a little open area park up here, according to the map, like a little saddle before you climb again. But this pretty much just climbed straight to, like a mile. So we're over a mile already, Hunter. Oh no, we're not quite a mile. Figured it'd be a mile already, but whew, this is a climb. I was hoping to be able to run some of this, but it's way too steep for me to run. Anyways, there is a flash flood warning, which is what it's really saying for this drainage right here. So, because it is supposed to, like I said, thunderstorm. It's blue skies right now. We just had that low cloud that came in, blocking our view of the valley. But I bet you most of those people that bought those shoes, bought them all out, are probably people that are going to resell them for a markup, and then, or people that are going to not race in them, do reviews or whatever on them. Or they are going to race in them, but they're not going to race in them until months from now. They just want to get a pair. Which sucks because somebody like me that has a race next week really wanted a pair of them. But looks like I'm just gonna wear, haven't decided yet, either the Saucony Pro first versions, Endorphin Pros, I should say, or if I can figure out a way to tape my heels and Achilles good enough. It is just absolutely gorgeous out here. This is awesome. I like this. And I've been so used to, like up where we've been, up in the mountains close down in Arizona. We were in Ponderosas. This is primarily some sort of pine. I want to say lodgepole pine, but it isn't that tall, I didn't think, but I don't know. Big old grove of aspens right there. Just starting to get their leaves. We just hit a mile. It took us 23 minutes, which I'm actually impressed with because that includes time spent picking up her poop. We didn't run that first half mile downhill very fast. Did a lot of stopping to look at the scenery. That means we were actually moving pretty good. Of course, I'm walking 24 minutes up this hill, which is not going to cut it if I want to be competitive on the world stage. Most of those people are power hiking. Well, first off, most of them would probably be running up this right now. But even the steeper parts here that there would be power hiking, most of them are power hiking around a 18 minute mile, which, yep, now it's coming back. So the video is gonna go in and out probably for a while. I'm gonna keep the stream going just to see how well it does. It is incredibly humid out here too. This makes me think of running back in DC. So very humid out. Holy cow. And I got a long sleeve shirt on because it was a little bit chilly. And now I'm gonna pull the sleeves up a bit, but it is. I don't know if it's the temperature or the humidity or what it is, but I mean the humidity I can tell because I just feel all sticky and everything. But it definitely feels a lot warmer than what the temperature says, that's for sure. I was kind of hoping might maybe find some sheds. I'm guessing that's probably what this guy, this park down here, is doing. He's probably shed hunting. I should see if one of my friends, because he likes to do some shed hunting, if maybe he might want to come up here with his doggo, because I could spend the night up here and wait for him to show up the next morning or something, because he always goes out different areas. On Thursdays. So I could come out here because he's not a big runner. Probably hike a lot faster than me though. When doubt I'm gonna have to poop at some point. I do have some toilet paper and stuff with me that I always have with me just in case. But, which is about talking about feeling fat. I never finished that, but I've been eating a lot of. I love Brussels sprouts, but like broccoli does to most people, it does it to me too. It kind of makes you feel bloated and gassy. Brussels sprouts does the same thing to me. But I love adding Brussels sprouts into anything. One, it's an easy way for me to get servings of vegetables. Two, I just love the flavor of it. Like I add it to even something as easy as a box mac and cheese. I wish I would have brought my other camera, so I apologize everybody, but I gotta take pictures every now and then for my Instagram. Okay, I'm back. I am sweating. Actually, I have sweat just running off of me. So these mountains are actually, geologically speaking, really cool because they're different than the surrounding mountains. I think technically these are kind of part of the granite batholith, the boulder batholith, I guess is what it's called. Wow, look at this. But there's actually like little intrusions and some other stuff here as well. And this is one of the only areas where in the state, as part of this granite batholith, where you can actually still see the top, whatever it is, ground or whatever. What are you eating? Not in there, come on. It hasn't all eroded away. So geologists come here to study because they know they can see what used to be here before the granite uplift. And no, I'm not a geologist, but I do love geology. And there's a guy over in Central Washington University that has a YouTube channel, a very popular YouTube channel, world-renowned. Like, he does lives, all that kind of stuff, a little series that people all over the world tune in for, other geologists and just people like me. But they during the Eocene period, which is what his big series was this last winter, he talked to a guy, a geologist that works over in Butte, that does a lot of studying on this stuff, and the connection of this to what they had happen over in Washington, which is a lot of exotic terrains smashing into the state and everything. Most Washington is not North American craton. It is an exotic terrain that just smashed into it, either from a what do you call it? Like an underwater volcano that created a huge seamount. There we go, like a big seamount or whatever. If you're new to my channel, you know I babble about everything, not just running, as we go around. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to poop here pretty soon. I can tell. The gas is starting to work its way through, honking right away. Okay, we are evening out, but now I'm afraid if I run, I'm gonna have to poop. I'm gonna poop myself. Crossing the creek, it looks like. Wow, there is so much. So they had a fire come through here. Well, they've had multiple fires, but oh, we got a water crossing. We've had multiple fires come through here the last 10 years. And I didn't really want to get my feet wet, but I could probably walk on those logs, actually. We'll find out. This will be interesting, everybody. You might witness me splashing through. You're in the way. She just kind of walking through like no big deal. Like twice now she's come by. Oh my goodness, sweet girl. Whoa, that's slippery. Slippery. This is not gonna be easy. There we go. We successfully made it, even though we almost fell on our face. So, that was funny though, because she she came walking back over, looking at me like, dummy, this is how you do it. And then she turned around and looked at me and walked back across as if she was showing me how you're supposed to get across. Yes, you're awesome, sweet girl. Thank you. Thank you for the instructions. Nessa, hey, Nessa. Apologies, everybody. I'm actually impressed by how far up we've been able to get here with. Had that short section where oh, now you're gonna come back. Oh, dang it. I really wanted to get a picture of her looking back at me up there, but she would not let me do it. I am loving this trail. It's not as runnable as I thought it would be, but it's a nice trail. Running down will be okay. I just can't run up it like I wanted to. Oofta. Okay, I'm gonna try to take a picture of her before she disappears. Okay, and we're back. Apologies, every time I take a picture, my stream freezes on me, so. Wow, there is so much new pine growth going on in here. And a few lodge poles. And all those are lodge poles right there. So it's a mixture of some sort of pine and of some sort other than lodgepole pine. Some other pines. I'm not seeing any. Like I said, I don't know what this other stuff is. If it's spruce or what. I'm not a botanist. She's looking at me like, why are you taking so long? So my dog, her favorite thing to do is to go up. It doesn't matter. If I do get her to go on streets, if there's a street that goes uphill, she'll want to go uphill. Don't know what she likes about going up, but I mean, I know what I like going about up, but I can't imagine that she likes the same thing. I like the views. The higher you get. Oh, so many trees have blown down. Some of it's probably because of beetle kill. Other parts of it is fire damage. This is not fire damage, though, I don't think. Maybe it is, but that can't be fire damage because it's got to be beetle kill. Because the last time fire came, it's me, Tarzan. Hey, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Oh, we are climbing right now, so on a trail I've never been on before. So I am just taking my sweet time more than I should in order to use this as a training run. But I'm just impressed by how beautiful it is. And you can see a little bit of old growth versus new growth and the difference in the trees. I'm going to guess and say that most of that new growth isn't from logging. There's not a lot of logging on here because it is protected wildlife management area. So that would be from a fire, because they do get some just horrendous fires through here. But that was probably from a fire 20 years ago. In order for the trees to be that thick and high and everything. I do know up here a little ways further is one of the more recent fire burns. And by more recent, I would say within the last 10 years. So we are specifically in Pole Creek. This is the Elkhorn Mountains, Elkhorn Wildlife Management Area, about 30 miles southeast of Helena, Montana. This is, if you're a hunter, the most prized place to draw elk tags from, if you can do it. I've been trying for 12 years, still haven't drawn tags. They only give out a few each year, and they always have roughly 40,000 people that put in for them for less than 100 tags. But there is huge elk here, big old trophy elk. I don't know what you call it, genealogy of the elk here is superior than a lot of other areas. And a lot of it is because it's so secluded. Oh boy. Well, we topped out on this. What are we at here? So we're at 6,500 feet here. So we gained 900 feet. So that means we lost a lot going from our vehicle down to the trailhead. Lost about 500 feet of vertical. I suppose I should run a little bit now. It's a little flat. Not sure how much, since we've never been here before, I'm not sure how well the video is going to work for how much longer and all that kind of stuff. But I think this is probably the little, no, we can't be on the saddle. No way. That is just spectacular, but you can only catch the very, very tops of it. See if I can, now that the video's back, see if I can show you another ridge over there where we got this low cloud that's just hanging around for the last 45 minutes. But and my dog's way up there waiting for me. This is definitely a pleasant surprise, being that I've never been up in this area before. I lived in Helena for 10 years roughly, and never ventured out here. But I was never a big would have walked right past that grouse. And then when she hears it fly up, then she comes running. Oh my goodness. It's a good thing I don't take you bird hunting, because you are worthless. If it's a squirrel, run. Hi, Ness, that's fine. She's like, I know you're out here looking for something. I want to find it too. You out here shed hunting? Yeah. I was hoping, now that we're out here trying to get a few miles on the trail running, but I was like, maybe I'll run in.
There's like 4 piles of bear
poops. So I was right. That vehicle, meadowy type areas, parks. So don't get confused when I say like Manlow Park or something like that is what this is called. It starts with an M, I don't remember. Gosh dang, there's so much deadfall here. I can see why this is the area he's shed hunting in, because this is where you would find them. Definitely where you would find them. Over on the other side of the Continental Divide, that I was trying to walk through stuff like this. There was no trail, and it was tough. But oh wow, look at that. I got full video back again. Holy cow. Oh, there's some big old elk footprints here that are pretty fresh. Now, the elk wouldn't care about this deadfall. They just step through it very quickly even. But bear around here, so it makes sense that the possibility of seeing a bear. I mean, as soon as you come into the park, they talk about how if you're going to camp out here, you need to make sure you do proper food containment and that kind of stuff. So I should have put my bell. I have like a little cowbell that when I'm in areas like the Bob Marshall, because you got grizzlies up there. Around here would just be black bear. There might be a few grizzlies. I've never heard of anybody encountering one up here though. But on my hiking pack when I'm up in the Bob Marshall, I always make sure I have my cowbell on the outside of me, on the back of my pack, because wow, this is just freaking awesome through here. Wait, and kudos to the trail crew that clears this out, because they definitely do some work through here. This is so rocky though, I can't run up this. I can probably run down, but I'm not running up this. Kudos to the trail crew though that maintains this, because they have done a fantastic job. We did just hit the 2-mile mark. I saw some moose poop too, which I could see in this area. It was a little bit swampy in that park back there. So I could definitely see how there would be some moose around here, which I need to get on. And I think maybe it's a little bit later. Might be June 30th. They will release the results for my moose draw that I put in for. Now I don't expect to get one because the area I put in for moose has a less chance of a draw than even the elk permits here. And I mostly do that because I'm not ready to hunt a moose. If the opportunity arises, I'll do it. And I just want the meat. I don't care about trying to find a huge bull or anything. I just want the meat, which is pretty much any of my hunting. That elk I was talking about that was big for me, it was pretty decent 5x5. He was starting to grow a 6 on one of his sides, but pretty thin. It wasn't like real thick or anything, but he was the first one I saw, so that's the reason why I shot him, not because he was so big. I would have been fine with a little, as long as he wasn't a spike. Anything more than that, a little 3x3. I could care less, 2x3, whatever. It's like my last deer. Last deer I shot was just a tiny little forkhorn. Where's my dog at? I'm afraid that she went off into this thick stuff. Nessa. And if I passed her, then she might have ran down the trail. We're just gonna wait and see if she shows up. Nessa. Or hear me as well, because it'll just kind of echo. This is pretty cool that I actually have video again. So, that being said, this might be one of my live streaming trails that I come to quite a bit, even though it's steep. But I mean, I pretty much power walk up Mount Helena, so don't really matter. This is really cool though, as thick as these lodge poles are. I mean, it's basically like a little tunnel that we're walking up. But this, geology-wise, shows you, the only thing I'm worried about is she would chase a bear. She won't protect me from a bear, but if she hears one, she'll chase it, and she hears something up there. I just don't know if it's a squirrel or what. Or elk or whatever it is. I don't even know what I was saying now. Oh, the geology that you can see on the trail. All the different, this is all granite. Definitely granite. Oh, my tummy. My tummy is telling me here shortly, definitely gonna have to poop. Yeah, she is in there. I barely see her. I don't know how she gets in there. Weaving around. But why don't you stay out here? Yeah, you're getting hot and tired because you're exerting so much energy, running around like a crazy girl. Fell on my face. Okay, we're getting more to a flat, so with this more dirt and moss covered than rocky. So probably could run a little bit. Oh my goodness. This is just freaking awesome. Just awesome. There she is. It's like I hear her up there. Trying to keep an eye on the time too, because we've been out here an hour now. Not moving very fast. Basically doing a 30-minute mile. Which means that last mile was super slow because we did a 23-minute mile, the first mile, so with all the stopping and everything we did. Here, I'm still supposedly doing a 23-minute, between 22 and 23 minutes up this. Surprised actually, we haven't hit any snow yet. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, we're almost at 7,000 feet. Just shy of 7,000 feet now. Figured we would definitely have some snow around this level, but could be deeper in too. It's at 7,000 feet, 8,000 feet, 9,000 feet even, has zero snow. And the next ridge over, just completely packed at 7,000 feet. And then even more packed as you get higher. Just the way the clouds have to climb up and over everything. A lot of times they will drop, because we're kind of on the northeastern side of this mountains, this little mountain range. So in order for the clouds to get up and over, they have to drop their snow. So by the time they get over here, all the snow's out of the clouds. So, although the mountain peaks around here that look like they have the most snow are actually south of here. Oh. One thing I need to, she should be okay. But I am wearing my long pants today, which is also one reason why I'm probably so warm. But, oh, there's some horse poop. Somebody came up here with a horse. It is tick season here, so I do not want to. I do not like ticks. Ticks are not my friends. If you want to see me freak out about anything, spiders and ticks will do it for me. I didn't see my dog go up. And I don't hear her. Oh, Miami's getting hit by that tropical storm. I didn't even hear anything about it until I saw it on one of my friends on Instagram who lives in Miami now. She used to live in LA. Where's my dog at? I'm worried she's going to find some deer and chase after it and get lost up here. And I do not have... Oh, we're getting to our first little bit of snow. Nessa! If she was that far ahead of me, she would have came back. Nessa, come! I don't know where she's at. Like I said, if she was that far ahead of me, normally she comes back. I don't hear her. Going around the undergrowth, the downfall, which worries me. The only thing I could do is go downhill. She would be able to go back downhill and find the head. No, Nessa, hey, you gotta stay with me. She is so hard-headed and independent-minded. There's our snow. There's our snow. Starting to hit it. I wish she would just stay with me. As she gets more tired, the closer she sticks with me. But when she's still got lots of energy, because we're only 2.5 miles in, she wants to go off on her own, but she doesn't have the wherewithal to find me again afterwards. And she will freak out, like I said, if I pass her on the trail. And then she finally wanders out. She will freak out because she can't find me. So we're at 2.5 miles. We should be getting close to the trail intersection, where this connects to about 3 or 4 different trails. This is definitely rockier than what I was expecting. But it is just as cool, because I wouldn't be running up this anyways. Well, there's certain sections I'd be able to, but surprised she didn't eat any snow. There was some elk that came through there. But if she is thirsty, which I would imagine she is, she didn't drink any water before we left, which is another reason why I brought a full water bottle, is she will eat snow, because I assumed we would hit some snow anyways, so I wasn't too worried. Oh, we got a good signal up here now again. But as soon as we lose video, everybody leaves me, even though I know the audio is still there. There she is. But that's what she does. She goes off into the woods like that, and you can't see her because she blends in. I forgot to put her reflective vest on her. Yeah, you. Yeah, there you go. Eat some snow. See, that's what she does when she's hungry or thirsty. Good job. Good job, sweet girl. Don't eat the pine cones or the pine needles, though. It's nice and soft snow, too, so it's been melting. Oh, we were so high that if we had a clear view off down in the valley. Good job. Now stick with me. Yeah. Tell she's getting a little more tired now because she's not zipping around as much as she was, but we're almost to the top of this, whatever this is. I looked at the map last night and I don't remember. Again, if I was smart enough, I would just download the map onto my other phone so I could pull it out. Now you can see, I don't remember what those mountains are over there, Duck Creek or whatever, but that's the range I was talking about where there's a ridge trail. Goes down the length of it, probably 30, 40 miles long. And the views should be spectacular because that ridge right there just kind of sticks up out of nowhere. There's no mountains on either side of it. I do not know the geology of that, but I would guess and say probably part of the belt supergroup, because the belt mountains aren't too far away from there. But who knows, it could be magmatic. Wow. Now we're kind of getting out into this clearing up here. That peak right there is the closest peak to Helena. I don't remember what that one's called. And that one is about 85, I thought, but we're at, oh, that might be about right, yeah. I thought it was just below 8,500 feet. We're at 7,200 right now. So that'd probably be about right. Oh, and we're getting to where we can see the snowy peaks. Wow, look right ahead of us there. These are the views I was hoping for when we got up here. That's what I'm talking about. Wow. You can see how I think that one right there is Casey Peak, I think. Which is 6 miles up total. Yeah, that might be a little over 3 miles over there. Or that could be Casey Peak, and I just don't know what direction I'm facing. And that could be about 3 miles away too. But, oh my goodness, the views up here. This might be my new favorite area to come run in. Because these views are awesome. Can't believe there's not a whole lot more snow right here because that's not too much higher than we are. Wow, look at that. You can see all the volcanic dikes right there from the intrusions in this area. That's so cool. This is so cool. And you can get